Welcome to my channel. This is the transmission lines and RF system playlist. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the design of single stub matching. In the previous video, we discussed the quarter wave transformer design. Okay. And the Smith chart problems design. Okay. In Smith chart, how to calculate the thing VSWR reflection coefficient and how to design the single stub matching and all problems we discussed. Okay. So now using the formula method how to design the single stub matching we are going to see. If we want to learn the video related to this single stub matching, okay, already I posted that is the lecture video for the corresponding single stub matching is already available in the transmission line and RF system playlist lecture video. That thing is available, you learn. Okay, so that question is also very important, the derivation design of single stub matching. This is problem. So the design of single stub matching, it's an important question. Okay, so on the important 13-mark question. So I will give link for that video in the description box. You can refer it. Okay, so now we are going to see the problem related with the stub matching. So we can design the single stub using the formula method as well as the Smith chart method. In this video, we are going to design the single stub using formula method. Okay, so the Smith chart method we will see in the next videos. Okay. So the single stub, what does it mean by single stub? What is the use of the single stub means? In order to provide the impedance matching between the source and load. Okay, so in transmission line, in order to provide the impedance matching, so we have to introduce the stub. Okay, the stub is nothing but a transmission line of certain length that is called as a stub. So uh, we have to design the proper single stub. So this stub, so the design of stub is nothing but where we have to locate this stub from the load. Okay, it is a one thing. So design means, so exactly in order to provide the impedance matching, this single stub where we have to locate. So the distance of the stub from the load, it is nothing but one thing, LS. Okay, LS is nothing but the location of stub. Okay, location or distance from the load, it is a one data. And another one data, we have to find out the length of the stub. So we have to select the suitable length stub in order to provide the impedance matching. The length is said to be LT. So the design of single stub means we have to find out the two data. One is LS, another one is LT. Okay, so you see the formula for the location of stub and the length of the stub. So there are two formulas there. In terms of load impedance and characteristics impedance, one formula is there. In terms of reflection coefficient, one formula is there. I will tell how to use, okay, so in which time we may use which formula, I will tell in the problem. Okay, so you first learn the thing, okay, formula expression. So the location of stub, LS is nothing but lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of square root of ZR by Z naught, where lambda is a wavelength, ZR is the load impedance, Z naught is the characteristics impedance. Okay, this is one formula. Or we may use the location of stub is equal to lambda by 4 pi plus pi minus cos inverse of modulus of k. Okay, where k is nothing but a reflection coefficient. Okay, so what is k? K already you know, the reflection coefficient is calculated by ZR minus Z naught divided by ZR plus Z naught. So in our problem, the load impedance and the characteristics impedance will be given. Using the load impedance characteristics impedance, first we have to find this reflection coefficient. And you know this reflection coefficient, it is a complex quantity. Okay, so this reflection answer may be some A plus JB. Okay, real plus imaginary. So this real plus imaginary, this rectangular coordinate, you just convert into polar. Okay, so when we are converting into polar, so you may write the reflection coefficient is equal to modulus of K with angle pi. Okay, so the modulus, the magnitude of the reflection coefficient is a modulus of pi. This pi is said to be the angle. Okay, so you see this formula, this pi is said to be the angle of reflection coefficient. This cos inverse of modulus k, this is nothing but a magnitude. So after calculating the modulus value and the pi value, you may substitute in this formula. So we will get the location of stub. Okay, so this is the formula in order to find the location. Location means where we have to place the stub from the load, the distance from the stub to load. It is nothing but location. Okay. Then another one, length of the stub. Okay, so we have to use the stub of the proper length. So the length is calculated by the length LT. It is nothing but lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of square root of ZR Z0 by ZR minus Z0. This is a one formula. Or otherwise, LT equal to lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of square root of 1 minus modulus k squared divided by 2 into modulus k. So you may use any one of the formula in order to find the length. Okay, so this is the design of single stub matching formulas. Okay, so now we are going to solve the problem. So in this video, we are going to solve 4 problems. So okay, in each problem, one data is different. Okay, so how to calculate the length and location of stub. Okay, so you see the first question. This is the December 2016 question. Okay, it's a 8-mark question. Determine length and location of single short circuited stub. Okay, so determine two things we have to find out: length of the stub and the location of the short circuited stub to produce an impedance match on a transmission line with characteristics impedances 600 ohm and terminated in 1800 ohm. Okay, so in all problem, the two data will be given. One is the characteristics impedance of the transmission line, Z0 will be given, and the load resistance is given. Okay, so the transmission line is terminated by the load. The load will be given. So here you see the transmission line with the characteristics impedance 600 ohm. So Z0 equal to 600 ohm, and it is terminated with 1800 ohm resistor. So 1800 is nothing but load. Okay, so this two data is given. We have to design the proper suitable that a single stub. Okay, single stub in order to provide the impedance matching between the line and the thing. Okay, so the design of stub means it is nothing but we have to calculate the length and location. Okay, so that's all. So already you know the formula. That is so here this ZR and Z0. Okay, so both will be real part. Load impedance is 1800 only real. Characteristics impedance is real. If the both the data is real means, so in order to find out the length and location, so you may use this first formula or second formula. You may use any one of the formula. Okay, but if the ZR will be in a rectangular coordinate, okay, real plus imaginary means the first formula is not suitable. We have to use the second formula. Okay, so we may use any one of the formula in order to find out the location as well as the length. Okay, so now I'm going to use the second formula. Okay, so for all problem, I'm going to use the second formula only. So in order to find out the location of stub, first we needed the pi value and modulus of k value. Okay, so what is this pi and modulus k? In order to find out the angle of reflection coefficient and the magnitude of reflection coefficient, first we have to find out the reflection coefficient. Okay, so reflection coefficient, what does mean by reflection coefficient? The reflection coefficient is nothing but k. So what is the formula? ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. Okay, so here the ZR given and Z0 given. So you just substitute the value. What is ZR? 1800 minus Z0 600 divided by 1800 plus 600. So you may calculate the answer is 0.5. Okay, so here you see the reflection coefficient becomes real. Okay, in this question it is real. In the next problem we are going to see the complex. So how to convert it we have to see. So the reflection coefficient is a real. So real means you just convert this 0.5 into polar. So we may write in polar coordinate 0.5 with angle theta. Okay, from that, what is the modulus of k? This 0.5 is the modulus of k. Okay, magnitude of k is nothing but 0.5 and the angle pi is nothing but 0 degree. Okay, so this is the thing. So we calculated modulus k as well as pi. Okay, so now we are going to find the two things. So first formula is location of stub. So what is the location of stub formula? LS is equal to lambda by 4 pi plus pi minus cos inverse modulus k. Okay, so you substitute the value. So here the angle pi is equal to 0 degree. So here in this formula, all data, it should be in radian. So that's why this degree you convert into radian. So here the angle pi is 0. So anyway, if you are converting into radian also, that is 0 radian only. Okay, in next formula, you may get some pi value. So the degree we may convert into radian. You just multiply with the pi and you have to divide with 180 means we will get the radian. Okay, so here 0 into pi divided by 180. Anyway, the answer is 0. Okay, so and you substitute the value. So lambda by 4 pi. What is the pi? Pi is 0 plus pi minus cos inverse modulus k. What is the modulus k? 0.5. Okay, so in order to solve this problem, first that is you set your calc in radian mode. Okay, so that is important. While solving this thing, location of stub and length of the stub, you just set your calc in radian mode. So once you set the calc in radian mode, then you calculate cos inverse of 0.5 value, you calculate, then pi minus that cos inverse value you find out, then divided by 4 pi you put. So the answer is 0.167 lambda. Okay, so here the location of stub in terms of lambda. Okay, since here the lambda value we can't calculate since the frequency of operation is not at all given. Okay, in another problem, the frequency given, if frequency given means we have to find out lambda and substitute here. Okay, so here in terms of lambda, the location of stub is available. And what is the another one? Another one, we have to find out the length. So what is the formula for length? The length is equal to lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of square root of 1 plus modulus k squared divided by 2 into modulus k. Okay, so here there is no pi value, only modulus k value. So lambda by 2 pi tan inverse square root of 1 plus what is modulus k? 0.5 square divided by 2 into 0.5. So you solve this, you set your calc in radian mode. So the answer is 0.1135 lambda. Okay, as it is this lambda, you keep as it is lambda. For the remaining answer, you calculate in calc. So the answer is 0.1135 lambda. So this is said to be the length of the stub. Okay, so we determined the two answer, then length of the stub and the location of the stub in terms of lambda. Okay, so this is the first question. So in this question, both ZR and Z0 will be given in a real quantity. Okay, so instead of using this second formula, that is location of stub, length of stub in terms of K, you may use the first formula also. Okay, so the first formula is nothing but the location equal to lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of square root of ZR by Z0. Similarly, in order to find out the length, you may use this formula also. You may get the same thing, a same answer only. Okay, if ZR Z0 is real. Okay, then we are going to solve the next formula, the next problem. So you see, this is also a May 2017 and December 2015 question. A load impedance of 90 minus J50 ohm is to be matched to a line of 50 ohm using the single stub matching. Find the length and position of the stub. So here, similar to the previous problem, here also we have to design length and position. But you see here, the load ZR value will be given in complex 90 minus J50 and characteristics impedance is real 50. So if the load impedance is in terms of this complex quantity means in order to find out in order to find out the location of stub and the length of the stub, so the first method is not, that is the first formula is not suitable. We have to use the location of stub and length of the stub in terms of the reflection coefficient is suitable. Okay. So in this, so first we have to find out the reflection coefficient. So you know what is the reflection coefficient? It's a ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. So you substitute the thing 90 minus J50 minus 50 divided by 90 minus J50 plus 50. So real. You add, so 90 minus 50, 40, then imaginary as it is you take, then here 90 plus 50, 140 minus J50. Okay, so here rectangle by rectangle. So if in your calc complex mode is available means you set your calc in complex mode, then you just divide this rectangle by rectangle directly. So you may get some rectangle answer. Some A plus JB answer will be, okay, A plus JB it will come. Then this A plus JB, you just convert into polar. Okay, so already you know the procedure, how to calculate rectangle to polar and polar to rectangle. So you convert this rectangular coordinate to polar, you may get the answer as 0.4307 with angle minus 31.69. This is the one method. Okay, in your calc, if complex mode is available means directly you can divide this 40 minus J50 divided by 140 minus J50. You may get rectangle coordinate answer. Then you convert rectangle to polar. This is one method. If in your calc the complex mode is not available means, so you just convert this numerator, this 40 minus J50, this rectangular coordinate, you convert into polar separately. So if you are converting, you may get a 64.0312 with angle minus 51.34. Similarly, this denominator 140 with the minus J50, you convert into polar, you may get like this. Okay. Then after converting each quantity into polar, then you divide. So while dividing polar to polar, you know, the magnitude part, as usual, you have to divide. Okay. The 64.03 divided by 148.66, you just divide. You may get the answer 0.4307. And the angle, while the angle is in division, we have to subtract. So minus 51 minus of minus 19, so plus 19. Okay, so the angle we have to subtract. While two quantity is in division, okay, two polar quantity is in division, the magnitude we have, as usual, the ordinary division we have to perform, angle we have to subtract. Okay, so we may get the answer is 0.4307 with angle 31.69 degree. Okay, so you may use any one of the procedure. Okay, so with respect to your calculator. Okay, so K calculated. So from this K, we have to find out modulus of K and pi value. So which one is modulus? This 0.4307. This is the magnitude part. So the modulus of K is 0.4307 and the angle is minus 31.69 degree. Okay, so you know down the modulus K value and the pi value. So here you see this pi value is in degree. Okay, but in order to find out the location of stub and the length of the stub, all answer it should be in radian. Okay, so that's why you convert this angle degree to radian. So in order to convert degree to radian, this degree you just multiply with pi, you just divide with 180. So minus 31.69 into pi divided by 180. So you may get the answer is minus 0.5531 radian. Okay, so this is the radian. Then you substitute this radian value in our location of stub. So you know the location of stub formula. So what is the location of stub formula? Lambda by 4 pi, pi plus pi minus cos inverse modulus K. So lambda by 4 pi, what is pi? Minus 0.5531 plus pi minus cos inverse, what is modulus K? 0.4307. Okay, so you find out the answer. Okay, so while calculating this location of stub, first set your calc in radian mode. Okay, so radian mode, once you set your calc in radian mode, then you calculate. So the answer is 0.1164 lambda. This is the location of stub. Similarly, the length of the stub we have to find out. So the length is nothing but lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of square root of 1 plus modulus K square divided by 2 modulus K. Okay, similarly, you just substitute the modulus value. So you find the answer. So 0.128 lambda. Okay, so here also the location and the length that will be in lambda only. Okay, so in this problem also, the frequency of operation is not at all given. So the answer, it should be in lambda only. Okay. So what is the difference between the first problem and second problem means in first problem, the two data ZR and Z0, it will be in real. So in reflection coefficient, the modulus K is available, the pi is 0. Okay. But in this problem, if the load impedance is complex, characteristics impedance is real, so we may get the reflection coefficient modulus of K some value and pi some value. This pi degree, we have to convert into radian. It's the most important step. Okay, if you are directly substituting this degree means, so the location of stub and length of the stub answer is different. Okay, and while solving this problem, you should note that you set your calc in radian mode. Okay, so that is also another one point you have to note down. Okay, then the third question. So here the operating frequency given. Okay, so this is somewhat different problem. Here ZR is that not at all given. Directly the reflection coefficient is given and the frequency of operation is given. We are going to design the length and location. Okay, so here you see the question. A UHF lossless transmission line working at 1 GHz. Okay, so the operating frequency 1 GHz is connected to an unmatched line, okay, producing the reflection coefficient of 0.5 with angle 30 degree. Determine the location and length of the stub to match the line. Okay, so here load impedance, characteristics impedance is not all given. Directly the reflection coefficient is given and operating frequency is given. Okay, so you note on the first data, the operating frequency 1 giga, that is 1 into 10 to the power 9 hertz. Okay, so using the frequency, first you may calculate lambda. So here we are going to find the location and the length in terms of meter. In previous two problem, the frequency is not at all given, operating frequency. So we calculated the length and location in terms of lambda. But here, in order to find out the lambda, frequency given. Okay, so from the frequency, you just calculate lambda. What is lambda? Lambda is nothing but C divided by F. Okay, so you know the formula. So C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 1 giga, 1 into 10 to the power 9. So the answer is 0.3 meter. Okay, then what is another one data given? Reflection coefficient. So the reflection coefficient K equal to 0.5 with angle 30 degree. Okay, so from this, what is the modulus K? This 0.5 is a modulus K and angle is 30 degree. And this 30 degree you convert into radian. So if you want to convert a degree into radian, you multiply with pi, you divide with 180. So 30 into pi divided by 180. So the answer is pi by 6 radian. Okay, so pi by 6 radian. So you calculate. Okay, then we have to find out the same thing. Location of stub and length of the stub. So the location of stub is, so you see lambda by 4 pi, pi plus pi minus cos inverse modulus K. So you substitute pi value. What is the angle? Pi by 6. Okay, so pi by 6. And here lambda also we calculated 0.3. So 0.3 and the modulus of K is 0.5. Okay, so you substitute all the data and using calc you find out the answer. So the answer is 0.0625 meter. Okay, this is the location of stub. So similarly, the length of the stub is calculated by lambda by 2 pi tan inverse square root of 1 plus modulus K squared divided by 2 modulus K. Okay, similarly substitute all data. So you may get 3.14 centimeter, that is 0.03 meter. Okay, so this is the length of the stub. So here the location and stub, the answer calculated in meter, since here the operating frequency given. So operating frequency given means we have to calculate lambda, then you substitute lambda value also in the problem. Okay, this is a one type. So in third problem, reflection coefficient frequency given, we calculated the location and the length. Okay, so this is the third type of problem. Okay, and the fourth problem, a single stub is to match a 400 ohm line to a load of 200 minus J100 ohms. So here ZR is not given and the wavelength is given. The wavelength is 3 meter. So here directly lambda given. Okay, lambda value is directly given. In previous problem, frequency given, we calculated lambda. But here the lambda is directly given. Determine the position and the length of the short circuited stub. Okay, the same thing. So first you note down the given data. Z0, characteristics impedance is 400, load is 200 minus J100. Okay, and the lambda is 3 meter. So first we have to calculate reflection coefficient. So you know ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. So you substitute the thing. So minus 200 minus J100 divided by, if you are adding 600 minus J100. Okay. So if you are dividing all this quantity with 100 means you may find a minus 2 minus J divided by 6 minus J. Okay. Then in your calc, if complex mode is available means you directly divide minus 2 minus J divided by 6 minus J. So the answer is minus 0.3 minus J 0.2. Or otherwise you convert this numerator into polar, denominator into polar, then polar by polar division you done. Okay. So the answer again this rectangular quantity we have to convert into polar. Okay. Anyway we want a modulus K and angle. So this rectangular K value you just convert into polar. Okay, so here you see the polar answer is minus 0.36 with angle 213.7 degree. Okay, so using calc you just calculate. Okay, so for all these 4 problems using calc you just make calculation. Okay, so then only you will familiar with this calculation in order to solve the problem. Okay, so from this, what is modulus K? The modulus K is 0.36. So modulus means magnitude. So here you see minus 0.36. So the modulus, you have to take it as only the positive value. Always the magnitude value is positive. Okay. Then pi is 213.7 degree. Then you convert this degree into radian. You multiply 213.7 with the pi divided by 180. If you are multiplying, you may get 1.17 pi. Okay, this is radians. Okay, then after calculating modulus K and pi, as usual, you just find the location of stub and length of the stub. So what is the location of stub? You know, lambda by 4 pi, pi plus pi minus cos inverse K. Here the lambda value directly given 3. Okay, so lambda given, pi value 1.17 pi, modulus of K 0.36. Okay, so 36. So you just substitute and you find out the answer 1.34 meter. Okay, similarly, the length of the stub is calculated by lambda by 2 pi tan inverse of, you know the formula, you just substitute the modulus K value. So you may get the answer is 0.4 meter. Okay, so the length and location is calculated. Okay, so these are all the some of the problems from the single step matching. Okay, so you find the difference between each problem. In first problem, both ZR, Z0 will be in real quantity. So easily we may calculate. In second problem, the load impedance is complex. Okay, so similar to the same method. So after calculating this K, we have to find out modulus and angle, and the angle you convert into radian by multiplying pi by 180. Okay, then using the same formula, you substitute the location of stub and length of the stub. Okay, this is the second problem. And in third problem, ZR is not at all given. Directly the reflection coefficient, modulus K value and angle given and frequency given. So from the frequency, you calculate lambda, and from the reflection coefficient, you just take a modulus of K value and pi value. Then using the same formula, you may find the answer. Okay, then in fourth problem, ZR is not given and wavelength is directly given. Okay, so similarly you just solve the problems. Okay, so you just practice all these 4 problems. Okay, so for a betterment, so in this questions, so the design a single stub. Okay, so here using Smith chart is not mentioning in all 4 problem, means you may use this formula method. Okay, the same question we may solve in Smith chart also. Okay, but in that question they will mention design single stub matching using Smith chart. If the same problem given means we have to use the Smith chart method. Okay, so already I solved some of these Smith chart problems. Okay, nearly the 5 Smith chart problems already I posted in the video. That videos are available in the playlist transmission lines and RF system playlist and MCQ playlist. That the videos are available. Okay, you go and watch. Okay, so in the next video, how to design the single stub using Smith chart, we will see. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel and please subscribe my channel for more videos. Okay, so I will give link for the previous, that is remaining 4 unit problems link I will give in the description box. You can refer it. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video.